Average carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere passed 400 parts per million globally for the first time this week. Now, that is both an amazing and a terrifying milestone that we have passed as the human race. But the Republican head of the Senate Environmental Committee does not want you to worry about us passing that milestone. Let's listen to James Inhofe right now.
Also missing from the climate alarmist doomsday scenario and well-scripted talking points are the benefits from increased carbon that has led to greening of the planet and contributed to increasing agricultural productivity. People don't realize you can't grow things without CO2. I mean, the CO2 is a fertilizer. It's something you can't do without. So no one ever talks about the benefits. The people are inducing that as a fertilizer on a daily basis.
So it's a fertilizer. Why are people worried about this carbon? If it's good in small quantities for plants, why isn't far more than we've had for millions of years? Why isn't that even better for the plants?
And the sun makes things grow. Why do you put on sunblock? You should walk outside naked all the time.
Imagine how many plants would grow if we could move the earth to touching the sun. Yeah. It would be great for the plants.
It would be great.
Let's compare it to actual fertilizer, right? Like fertilizer that you'd use on grass, right? So yeah, fertilizer is good for grass in a moderate amount that is necessary. But okay, then why don't we just dump as much fertilizer as possible onto an entire neighborhood? What? It's good. It
so
makes
much will
the grass grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he never owned a plant? Like, you put water in the plant, but everybody knows if you put too much water, it will die.
Yeah.
It matters how much of a thing you have. Vitamins are good. Medicine is good for you, but you don't take 10 times as much so you will heal 10 times as fast. This should not be difficult. And by the way, he's wrong when he says no one ever talks about the benefits of it as being a fertilizer. Yeah, a lot of stupid science deniers do talk about it. They get shot down every time, but it doesn't matter because the BS still receives enough fertilizer from morons on the internet that it grows into people like James Inhofe, who actually have positions of authority when it comes to these sorts of issues. Like, if anything is going to be done by our government when it comes to carbon emissions, the Senate Environmental Committee is, of course, going to be essential, but it's led by a jackass.
He's an embarrassment to this country.
Yeah, it's sad.
He's very transparent. He stands to make a lot of money in the form of campaign donations from oil and coal companies. So he has a vested interest in saying ridiculous things. I mean, it's kind of incredible because he has absolutely no self-respect, no principles, no nothing. He's literally willing to go out in front of politicians, the American public, and say the most idiotic things because these corporations will fund his
And that, you know what though?
Whenever there's a cold day, they say this proves that global warming is not happening. But for some reason, when it gets really hot, that never proves to them that it is happening, actually. Odd that doesn't work that way. And of course, if you do care about agriculture, growing plants, it is extremely bad for the Earth to continue to heat up because as we've seen in areas of Asia and Africa already, and in some parts of the US as well, as the ground dries out, you lose a lot of the area that you could formerly grow crops on. And so he's up his ass with this fertilizer talk.
So he's saying this because he's taking money from the oil industry.
Yeah.
And so imagine if he was taking money from the fire hose industry. He'd be like, people never talk about
the benefits of burning down.
What's a good inferno? Come on. First of all, you get to build a brand new building.
Could be better.
It's going to be a nicer building. Make it bigger. More people could live there. And you can put in environmentally safe shower heads to save water.
Exactly.
So fire's good.
So many benefits.
So many benefits. I'm James Inhofe, and I'm taking money.